Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Lily and Larry are playing. It's time for your reading, Sagittarius. Oakman time. So the Oakmen are ushering everyone out of the dark forest. Well, they're getting fairies to do that, because they run the forest, right? So the Oakmen are running the forest. And so each sign has a fairy helping them out of the forest. I already have like a ton of shit for you. I haven't even pulled cards yet. So what we are going to do is we will get into the fairy oracle deck and see what fairy energy is escorting you out of the dark forest. And the dark forest represents the end of a 5-year cycle. That could be many different things for many of you. But first, I've got a channeled message here for you, Sagittarius. This one is fascinating. It's really fascinating. So as I sat down to start channeling your message, like I usually hear like phrases and stuff, but yours started to come in visually. Well, it was like phrases with visuals. And as I started hearing the phrases, it showed me it showed me this. It was like you walking through the forest, and all of a sudden I could see like all these faces and the words coming from their mouths. And so the words coming from all of these mouths behind you were, okay, so this is what it was. Because then I asked, well, who are all these people? These are the voices, okay, of your past lovers, friends, family, and ancestors. And their words are creating the breeze under your wings to lift you up and over the crevice. So I was like, whoa, the crevice. And then I saw, as you walk out of this forest, Sagittarius, the dark forest, it's literally like you suddenly step, and it's almost like the ground disappears. It's like a canyon, like the Grand Canyon. But there's all these, I don't even know how that relates. Like, I kind of want to say there's alchemy here. It's almost like, because there's all these people from the past. I don't know why. You got like a ton of people from your past that are deep in the forest. And it's like all the words they have to say. Whether somebody is saying something that is professing how much they love you and how much they enjoyed their time with you, or this is someone who's saying, you've done me wrong, Sagittarius, you shouldn't have done that, or whatever, whatever it could be. It alchemizes into the air that lifts your wings up. It's like you have wings. Actually, even as I say that, look at how you're standing in this card. It is. It's like this, like your wings, because you're going to rise up over a crevice, a large crevice, and take flight. So anyways, okay. You exit the forest, and it looks like the Grand Canyon directly in front of you, but you're about to soar to the other side. Okay, so I didn't get all the words about what was being said, and it was kind of like, some of it I felt like wasn't meant for you to hear, because you're supposed to alchemize it anyways. It's almost like, it's not like whispers in the forest. It would be like if you've ever been somewhere and you can hear way off in the distance, like a stadium somewhere, and people are like cheering and there's a lot of vocalization. It's a lot, but it's far off in the distance. So you can't make out exactly what they're saying, but you're picking up all of the strength and the number of voices that exist in that space is what this was like. And by the time it reaches you, it's kind of like reminding me a bit of the Bette Midler song, right? Like the wind beneath my wings? That's interesting. Yeah, now I'm curious about that. I kind of brought that in now. Oh, as I said, that a great big black crow just soared over. I think the crows are nesting in one of the trees over there. Like flying around a lot. Anyways, okay. Then the rest of the message, what so many others have wanted you to be, older, more experienced people trying to make you their fool. Cruel people who saw so much inside you that they had lost long ago. But you kept your inner child intact. Oh, I didn't write it down. Chasing the sun. Oh, I'm not supposed to. Chasing the sun is the contact, is the beginning of what your channeled message is going to be in the extended. So anyways, I don't even say it now, but yeah. So it's interesting. It's kind of interesting that that would come in after you, because it was like, it just, I felt like the energy just took me to where you're soaring over the crevice. You're like soaring over the crevice. And it's, whether this is people cheering you on, this is people smack talking you, whatever it could be. It just supports you. It lifts you up. Yeah. So there you go. It's your channeled message. All right. So I'm going to start with the fairies. I'm going to start with the fairies. I don't know what's going on. Larry wanted to play and Lily wouldn't have nothing to it. I'm going to play. And then he gets so cute about it. He was like grabbing her little legs, lying on the floor, grabbing Lily's little legs. And she goes away. And then he rolls on his back and he's like showing her his little white underbelly. She's still wearing it. I'm like, man, he tries so hard. It's so cute. Okay. I don't know. I feel like that Bette Midler song. So I have to write that down. I don't know why. The Bette Midler song, right? Wind Beneath My Wings? I don't know. Let's look at that. It's just like it's in my head. What is that? I could sing it, but let's not. Oh, it must have been cold there in my shadow. Oh, to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. That's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long, a beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero and everything I would like to be? Wow. That's such a beautiful energy. It's almost like the energy of someone that you looked up to, or someone that you look up to, and that they actually see you as a hero. That feels like so deep. Heart chakra. Like, it could be a past loved one. It could be someone who's here now. And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course, I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind beneath my wings. And I'll let you, yeah, I'm not going to sit there. I could get flagged. You know how YouTube is. There you go. Okay. Wow. Now, there's the other thing. The way that also comes through, and you're the wind beneath my wings. You're my hero. I wonder who that, like, that's somebody. I feel like it's somebody in this, all your past lovers, friends, family, and ancestors. It's like everybody came by. Everybody came by. Okay. So, that's an interesting question now, right? After all that visual, what is the fairy energy that escorts Sagittarius out of the forest? Is it a fairy? Is it the wind? Is it a fairy wind? It is a windy fairy. Maybe a fairy that eats beans and cabbage. I'll always be 3. It's a part of me that will always be 3 years old. Okay. Oh, the raw energetic potential. Wild, pure potential. You have to be careful with this potential. Oh, that's interesting. I'm seeing you almost like what are those balloons? A helium balloon. Be very attentive to what you're doing. Don't get carried away, but take advantage of the energy. So that's interesting. Like, you're going to have a moment here where you feel like you're just soaring, but let that take you across. Don't just go up with it. Let it take you across. I feel like I'm like coaching a baseball game. across, not just up, okay? I'm feeling really funny in your readings. You have the Mike the Myomancer at the bottom, but he was reversed. So I want to know what that's about. I feel like this is also almost some type of energy that was watching you that isn't anymore. It's kind of weird. It's not really coming off as your energy. Oh, here's the other thing. There could be, though. I feel like there's still a message to you here because, right, this card is about don't get carried away, but take advantage of this energy. This is about noticing all of the little details and things, but if that's reversed, 42, maybe you're turning 42. Small clues, details, the messages everywhere, and patience, but reversed. Possibly we are ignoring information readily available to us because we think the source is not important enough to pay attention to. Or perhaps we are seeing the messages and denying their validity because we don't like them. These are very human. Read, not very wise. Oh, red. I guess it's red now. So the fairies would say, if something is very human, that means it's not very wise. Things to do. On the other hand, we might need to realize that while everything has meanings, not all meanings are worth worrying about. Oh, that's interesting. Sometimes, okay, I want to stop right there because that to me feels like the alchemy of all the voices from the past. You don't need to know what all of that meant or what people are saying or something. Sometimes it is important to keep the broad picture in mind and avoid getting lost in the detail. If we feel confused by too many details and can't see the storm for the raindrops, we can try backing up and looking at our overall goals and situation. It's an underlying energy. I feel like you've done some type of an assessment here and recognized things that you were doing that weren't great or that weren't ideal for you. 52, the Rar. Wild energy, pure potential. A Rar in your cards encourages you to be especially attentive to what you are doing with your energy and intentions. Don't get carried away by the Rar's bouncy enthusiasm. Because it's funny, like in your reading, I'm feeling like kind of silly and childlike, right? But do take advantage of the energy. I want to stop again. It's also like I feel like I'm getting pulled in a lot of different directions in your reading. It's like I read one thing and it reminds me of something else that I just covered and I want to highlight it. It's odd inner energy. Right? But you kept your inner child intact. So maybe that's kind of what this energy is, like this bouncy enthusiasm. But do take advantage of this energy. Oh, imagine, right? Like what would you do if, I don't know, you were 80 years old and you suddenly had the energy and enthusiasm of a 5-year-old. It could be detrimental because the energy and enthusiasm doesn't necessarily match the physicality of the body. I feel like this is one of those readings where there's going to be a group of people that really get set off by it. They're like, you're going from here to here. You don't make any sense. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You want to like those in the comments. And then there are going to be other people that every little thing that I say, it actually has meaning. Well, not everything, but they're going to know that there's certain things that have meaning for them. This is a very interesting reading. And the Black Crow has just flown over again. And it keeps going from here to there, from here to there. I don't see it come back again. This in the reverse is very important. Consider what was said. This is a good time. Note that the roar is not grounded and is not meant to be. Again, it's kind of funny. It's like the energy that's going to take you over the crevice. But humans need to keep their feet firmly on the earth. When you encounter the roar, breathe slowly. Center, earth yourself. Be clear about your objectives and then go for them. This is so important. Getting over whatever this big crevice is. It's like a canyon, though. I saw it as quite big because if we think about that, right? Like there's this potential for energy. It's going to uplift you and take you. But the important part here is that you eventually do need to ground yourself again. Your feet have to land on the other side. This energy can go two ways. You don't get more of this energy. You just get it. You can take it straight up or you can take it across. So straight up to me also feels like maybe very short-lived success in something that you want, but not grounding it. Whereas taking this energy across is maybe taking a little bit longer to get to some type of success, but you ground it and it keeps going. So once you ground it, you can actually do more with it. And you can have a long-term plan here. Because if you just take something, you're not even going to get over the crevice. That tells me that there's potential, right? There's almost like no fairies around you necessarily guiding you out of the forest. There's these energies. It's like what I saw, the wind, like coming behind you. What do you do with it? Okay. So we're going to, well, actually, and yeah, chasing the sun is the theme of whatever I'm going to channel for you in the extended. So I'm thinking like sunset too, as the sun is setting. So chase the sun. Chase the sun. Fly as the crow does. The crow keeps going across, right? It's not going like way up. Because the sun sets. If you keep chasing the sunset, you keep moving forward. The direction of the sun, your clarity, your truth. Okay, so now what we're going to do is in the Wild Unknown Oracle, I want to see what takes your hand on the other side. Now, it's interesting that I say it, right? On the other side, there's a giant bumblebee out there. It's the first one I've seen all year. Look at that. If you go on the lawn, you'll find some dandelions and clover. On the other side. So it's not so much like as you exit the forest, it's right there, because as you exit the forest, it's like a cliff, but it's to soar. So the other thing I'm getting with this is some of you might find yourself at what feels like a dead end or something that's ending here, but then an opportunity sweeps in for you, like right at the right moment. Ride this opportunity, like extend this opportunity. Don't take it really high up with tons of enthusiasm and excitement. Let it really ride forward. I feel like the energy is on the other side of the canyon. I wondered how this would go. Oh, that's cute. Because, you know, y'all could go either way here. I'm hoping and guessing that most of you are going to ride this across and not just go straight up. And you might. You go straight up and have a spectacular experience in something. Feel like a hero for a day, or feel like even like famous for a day kind of thing. But this is actually like take it across. This is, yeah. Okay, so 3 cards came out. You get the Firefly. That's you. So cute, aren't you? You're just a button. Cute. The Firefly's been looking so cute lately. I hear a little voice coming from him. Like, hey, going up. Okay, and then you get these 2 energies. I feel like the crocodile's at the bottom of the canyon and the fox is at the other side. Now, the fox in this deck is the perfect partner. So it could be a partnership, but I want to say, but that is the perfect partnership. Whoever's going to hold your hand, whatever energy, it's perfect for you on the other side of the canyon. Crocodile, you go down there. It's like he's waiting. And Sagittarius is going to do with his energy. Gonna go down into the canyon. No. There's some darkness, some type of dark energy. Well, it's the dark forest, right? I feel like you're just starting to light something up. And this is part of what it is. You're just starting to light something up here. Either you're just starting to get an idea, you're starting to formulate something, you're starting to develop a whole new attitude and perspective here where you didn't have one before. Sometimes this attitude and perspective wavers a bit and an old one comes in and replaces it, but then you claim it again and you have this new like positive attitude perspective. You're just learning to keep this darkness away. The crocodile's down in the darkness. I want to say too, there's something important about you maintaining your health, like mindfulness. Check which direction the wind's blowing before you go too. I know that's like a really big metaphor. Like, so what, when I walk out the door in the morning, Cindy, I have to like see if the wind is blowing from the north or the south or what's, well, I mean, a little bit. You don't want to spit into the wind. I feel like I'm just channeling in your reading. You don't want to spit into the wind. You're right. You don't want to jump up. If you're just eager to do something, you're just eager to do it, but the elements around you are not supporting it at this time. Think about that. Don't spit into the wind. Because that's going to send you straight up. So that's the part that feels kind of important in this. It's understanding how to make some type of a choice here with what you're going to do with your energy. Because jumping before the wind is right, that feels like to me that it's more about impatience and eagerness to do something, right? You really want to pull out your temperance energy. Because it's going to send you straight back. So even if you sort, you say, okay, I got a long-term plan. I'm going to jump forward, but I want to do it right now. I don't want to wait. It doesn't matter because the wind is going this way. It's going to take you up and over, or maybe just right down into the canyon where oh, whoa. You got my Eye of God card at the bottom. The dragon, the all-seeing eye. Wow, that's really powerful. Yeah, you're definitely being watched over right now. Okay, something is switched here. Because when I pulled this card out at first, it felt like a lot of unnecessary eyes watching you. But it didn't feel good, like paying attention to all the little things that you were doing. Where it's switched now. It's like the thing that's really important that's watching over you is like source, universe, God. All right, how does this go with the tarot? You're the cutest little firefly. You got the Son of Wands. There you are, the Knight of Wands. That's Sagittarius, little firefly. Oh, the Ace of Pentacles is with the crocodile. What's the fox got? The Father of Wands. I told you, it's an energy for you. Okay, something's going to want to try to sway you in some way here. The Moon is at the bottom, but I looked at it reversed. So I'm trying to honor myself in that. Oh gosh, the Nine of Swords in the reverse with the Moon in the reverse, that feels like looking straight on at your fears. Looking straight on at your own fears. The crocodile with the Ace of Pentacles. Think about what's for you. No, I mean, this is it. It could be good, But I don't know. I feel like it's a bait, a baited trap. I don't know what that means. Why? What would be a baited trap? What life are you living? This was a baited trap, possibly. Well, anything, right? It could be someone who... Okay, the fox is about partnership. And you got the Father of Wands here. Look at... For some of you, it could be, like it could even be an ancestor that's on the other side, waiting to take your hand, waiting to guide you, to lead you. And this is the an energy that you jive with. You get it. You understand. You're both the same. You're both a fire element, and you're both snakes, and whatever. You won't be a snake. But this crocodile with the Ace of Pentacles, it feels a little bit like, okay, I'm hearing bait and switch. So it's almost like it gives you a pretense about what something is, but once you get involved in it, it's not really that. And before you know it, you're at the bottom of the canyon anyways, and you can't get out of it. And it's coming through to me too, right? That it's waiting for the right thing, that which you know is truly for you. And then that's when you leap. The wind is supporting what it is that you desire. Don't grow impatient and take something else that would... It's almost like I'm seeing the Devil card, so it's feeling like agreeing to something that contractually binds you, whether that's energetically, spiritually, or legally. Have you ever seen those snakes that fly? They do that, right? Isn't it? Or it leaps from the tops of trees. I'm just saying that. I don't know. I am so glad that I live somewhere where for 4 to 6 months of the year, the air hurts our face. It's so cold because things like that don't live here. But anyways, y'all, got a lot of respect for my friends down in South America, Southern US, Australia. Do it. Because this is, okay, I wish, yeah. I can't hold it all up. You know what? Can I remember to take a picture? Let's go to the picture, Cindy. Let's go to the picture. That's what I'm going to do. Because I want you to see how I'm looking at this on the table. All right? Because it's like, you as the Son of Wands, all right? I'm going to have it up. I'm going to remember to do this. If I don't, this is going to be like, Cindy, this was stupid. So anyways, so the Son of Wands, the Knight of Wands, there you are. And you're kind of wrapped around, right? Wrapped around that stick. Your inspiration, your desire to leap, to move. But it's almost like I feel like a bit of an assessing going on. You know, the way the snake is kind of looking around. But look at the crocodile. Do you see how it's looking right over there. Looking at you. Ready to fly? You ready to fly? The fox is looking at you too. You're looking at both of these elements. There could even be two people like waiting for you to decide on something. But you know, your target is the Father of Wands and the fox. So anyways, is that where I wanted to go with that? It just felt like, oh yeah, so you're leaping. You're leaping over. And imagine, right, like this snake in the water with the crocodile. It's just not ideal. I don't know what that is. Okay, we can move on. All right, cut, go back to the original scene here. Okay, crocodile, Ace of Pentacles. I can't believe what came out. It's the Father of Wands in reverse. That's crazy. Look at that. Look at how it did that. Oh my God, what is this? It's something that wants to look like exactly what it is that you're meant to go towards. But it's not. That's nuts. Yeah, see that? How that happened? Wow. I mean, and the Father of Wands in reverse too is very egotistical, very arrogant, very ego-minded. I want to say it's pretty much kind of like really toxic, negative masculine energy. right? And is this why? Is this why you're like assessing? So there you are, assessing. Little firefly. Is I just flying again? The Son of Wands. You got Temperance in the reverse. No, you are. You're edgy. You want to leap. I'm just picturing somebody who's trying to plow a field with like horses. And it's not how fast they go, but it's how controlled the power is so that it digs into the earth, right? And actually, you know, tills it. Yeah, tills it. Fox and the Father of Wands. That is where you're going to find all your truth. Snow. The Father of Swords and the Ace of Wands. There's a really, I don't know, like a very intelligent, high-minded energy on the other side of this canyon. The Sword of Truth. So there you go. As opposed to a crocodile with an ego. Well then, you got the Mother of Wands in the upright, the Son of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're transforming. That's why you got to stay in place. You're on the other side. You're in the forest as the knight, and you're going to be transforming into the queen, which would go really well with the father, the king. Seeing it all the ways that you've held yourself back. There could be something here too that's meant to hatch. Something that you're working on right now, or something in your life that needs to, it's odd. It's like claim some type of independence. Because to me, it's like as soon as those eggs are hatched, she can go. I don't know what that means, but. Oh, that was the underline. Yeah. So that's what I got. That's what I got for you, Sagittarius. You and the Oakmen, or the fairies. There are no fairies. There aren't, right? There are no fairies. There is just wild potential. So you also feel like someone, okay, that's funny. Because Libra wasn't really having any fairies. No, it was almost like there was fairies coming around. I'm trying to remember it now. It evolved as the reading went on. Fairies coming around, but they weren't taking anybody's hand. But this is more the energy of like a parent or someone, you know, when you've been trying to teach a little kid how to ride a bike, and then, you know, you take your hand off and off they go. It's got like that energy. Like the fairies are kind of like, okay, we've stepped back. Sagittarius, we just give you the energy. You've got the energy. You do what you want with it at this point. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to pick up all the cards. It's going to just be an open message to you from the Oakman. It could have something to do with your past, present, future, or it just might be words of wisdom. The last couple have been interesting about deep wound healing. So that's been kind of fascinating. And yeah, I'm going to, as I finish this and before I get into recording the extended, I'm going to see more about this chasing sun. Chasing sun. That's what I've written here. Chasing sun. So, chasing sun. Right? It's not even like chasing the sun. It's just chasing sun. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.